We back, baby.
Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger? Can't stop me now.
What's good, YouTube? It's Squid from the East, the one and only SquidDaBeast's, and we are back for a new video. It's the GoFest recap video for New Jersey / New York. Obviously, because I didn't go to the other two. But we're going to go over the spawns. Day 0 is going to be today, this video, which is the Thursday. Day 1 is going to be Friday. Day 2 is going to be Saturday. Day 3 is going to be Sunday. So we're going to go over everything we caught and some things we did and people I saw. And I'm just explaining y'all my GoFest experience and what I liked and what I didn't like about it each day. So I'm doing this in 4 separate videos. And if I did it in one big video, it'd probably be like an hour long. And nobody wants to sit through an hour long video. So I decided to spread out the content and make it 4 separate videos. So this is day 0. Subscribe for the rest of the days and probably more content in the future. We'll see what life has for me. I've been going through a lot of things. I'll probably do an update video on that. If y'all want to see that, let me know. I'll make a little update video. I don't mind doing it. Life has been lifing. So let's get into it and hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new, and leave in the comments, did you attend any GoFest? Did you play for GoFest? Did you play during the events or everywhere else for GoFest? Did you get any shinies over the week? Let me know how your week was. And yeah, all right, let's get into the spawn, aka day 0, Thursday of GoFest New Jersey in New York City. All right, so here we have day 0, aka Thursday. Now, this was an early day for me as I went to the airport to pick up the homie, Lord Drew 360. And if you don't know about Lord Drew, you should come to the Twitch streams. He's a very good friend of mine. Very, very close friend. We're like brothers. And I stayed with him over the weekend. He was kind enough to let me stay with him. So thank you, Drew, for letting me stay with you. That way I won't have to come back all the way home every night like I did the last 2 years for GoFest. Made things easier for me. And it felt nice to sleep in a nice comfy bed, and I won't lie to you, life's been rough, like I said. Update video pending. If y'all want to see that, let me know. But while I was waiting for him at the airport, his flight came in around 9:30, 10 o'clock, around that time, so the event started before he landed. So I was waiting for him in the airport, and my first shiny of the event was a shiny SONY for SquidDaBeast's, not SquidDaBeast's. Nope, not SquidDaBeast's. And this is my first shiny S unknown I caught myself. The other one was traded to me, so it was good to finally get my first shiny unknown of the event, which was being S, how ironic, the squid, and my first name Stefan. That's very ironic. So a good first hour for me was waiting for Drew to land, and I picked him up at the airport. We took him to his hotel. We dropped his bags off and my bags off, and then we went and grinded the event, and we met up with other friends along the way. We're going to talk about that later. All right, second spawn in the event, shiny Settlement. Also is an airport. I was just sitting there, pop Space Grin and popped the incense. A lure popped up. I did a few raids. I didn't get a shiny from a raid. We're gonna talk about that later. And yeah, shiny Settlement. Not bad IVs too. So it's a 15-15-9. Not bad. I wasn't expecting anything very crazy while I was sitting in the airport. I'm like probably gonna get like maybe 2 shinies at most. So pretty good. Off to a good start. Next was a shiny Binnacle. Not bad, again, something I already have, but hey, it's cool if somebody doesn't have it, I could trade it to them. And it was pretty good, pretty decent IVs, you know, not PvP IVs per se, but it was good IVs nonetheless. It's a 2-star at least. For wild spawn, that's pretty good in my opinion. Next was a shiny Fomantis. This was after I picked up Drew. I had a little sign that said Drew B on it, and he came out, I gave him a hug, and then we left. I think this was on the air train. Yes, this was on the air train. And we did our lucky trade too, but we're going to talk about that later. And yeah, we were just talking, catching up, told me how his flight was, and just good to talk to him in person because very good friend, very, very good friend. All right, shiny Kevin Durant. I believe I got this once we got to the city. So we took the train from the airport to the Grand Central, and then a few blocks walk to his hotel. Pretty good. So I already had this before, so I wasn't, oh my gosh, I got this, over the moon about it, but the shiny is a shiny, you know? And then we dropped him off at his hotel, and we got a shiny Pikachu, the top hat. Now this is after we met Matt's Aqua Kitty. We dropped off our bags, we met up with Matt, and then I did a research. Shiny 98 gold hat Pikachu with the monocle. I was so close to getting the Shundo. I'm so glad I didn't, because then I had to drink a Sprite Cranberry. So that was a bet over the weekend. If I got a Shundo, I drank a Sprite Cranberry. So I'm glad I didn't so far. But I was like, come on, man, you couldn't make it a Shundo. It was right there, like, 2 CP away. And I looked at it and I'm like, I think that's a 98, right? And then it was a 98. I'm like, so close, so close. I don't have a Shundo Pikachu, so that would have been cool for me to get. Shiny Eldrum. Now, again, me, Drew, Mac, we met up from our hotel, and then we did like a 10-15 minute walk to Bryant Park just to see, hey, who's over there? Let's go meet up with them. And on the way, Mac was getting shinies, Drew was getting shinies. I got this. I already had this. I caught this on my birthday. I had it from before, and I left it in my research stack to claim on my birthday. So I have my birthday date on it, when I originally had. So me getting another one, I'm not mad. I like Eldrum. I think Eldrum's a pretty cool Pokemon. I wish it was good in PvP, but it's not, unfortunately. But it's still cool to have. And Mac didn't have one, so I could have traded her one if I needed to. All right, shiny Solosis. As you all know, I didn't need this because, you know, Drew gave me a Shundo. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate you. But again, still one of my favorite Psychic types. This was like the first Pokemon I've ever Masuda method for back in Black and White days when I was in the shelter. So I'm not going to say no to a shiny Solosis. So that was cool to get. Shiny Machop with the Might Mastery background. So this is from Machop Classic Community Day last season. I didn't claim it because it was in my research stack, and I was just like, let me run through my research stack because we was stagnant a little bit. So I said, let me catch some mons, get some XP, and this was in my research stack. So I was like, oh, might as well catch it now with the Go Fest tag on it. Why not? Mirror trade for somebody if they want it, you know? So figured I'd catch it now. Shiny Fomantis again. Now, I did not have a shiny Fomantis going to this event. This was one of the shinies I wanted. This Sandy Acetado Frigiback in the Pikachus in the family. I completed this family in about 2 hours because I got the first one on the air train and I got this one like 2 hours later. So I was very happy about that. I don't have to trade for this. I got the whole family done unless it gets another evolution, and then I got to get a third one, or do I? But I'm glad I finished this family myself. It feels so good when you don't have a shiny and you go into an event and then you get the shiny family done, knocked out by yourself, and the first day at that. Well, day 0 technically. So this was great. I'm happy about that. And then a third shiny Fomantis. So if it does get an evolution, I don't need to get another one because I have already 3, but I have an extra one to trade. So if anybody needs this, we're friends. You come to an event, I can give you this. So pretty good. I'm happy about that. Another shiny Eldrum. Now, the reason why it's named Marsh Trade, because she doesn't have one, so I told her I would give her one. So now this one is for Marsh, so I still have another one for the family, so I'm good. And yeah, I have one to mirror trade too. So we're good on that front. And this is all still within like an hour going to Bryant Park. I think by the time we got to Bryant Park, I got nothing for the rest of the day because I was like not really checking. So yeah, this is my last shiny of the day, and yeah, I did pretty good for being in the airport for a long time, so it's not bad. I'll take that. So day 0 was amazing. I met so many people: Mac, Drew, and Lando, True, Mime, Ditto Base. Ray Train was that day. Jesse Rachel was there. It was so fun doing a lot of trades and just hanging out. Now, we're going to do our trades because I did a bunch of lucky trades. As you can see, it's a lot of lucky trades. A lot. All right, so I believe the first one of the event was this one. Nope. It was this. This was the first one I did. This was the first lucky trade I did, and it was with my Dr. Dad, aka Landor Alpha. I met up with him on Wednesday when I went to pick up somebody from the airport again, and then we met up for dinner afterwards, and then that was it. Then we went home. So this was Wednesday. This is technically day -1 So not Thursday, Wednesday. I did it. I was like, hey, let me do our trade. Let's do our trade now, just in case you got a bunch of trades lined up. We got ours out the way, and it won't cut into our event trade. And then we did it. Shiny Gigantamax Venusaur mirror. I think his went at 96, mine's in 93. 12, 15, 15. Not bad. I'll take that. I'm not complaining at all. So we'll take those. And then I did this trade with Nentai and on Wednesday as well. So I got both of those trades out the way. Didn't have to worry about, oh gosh, we ran out of special trades. We already did it before everybody else showed up. So thankfully, this season you get 2 special trades. So I was able to knock both of those out on Wednesday, day -1. I gave her a shiny Blacephalon. She gave me a Buzzlord, which I had one, but I didn't have a lucky one. I'm not mad about that. Can't complain. Alright, this was the mirror trade I did with Drew on Thursday, and I met him at the airport. We mirror traded shiny Galarian Articunos. You all know I was named SquidDaBeast's because I got this on Sprigatito Community Day, and my homie Sportnut, who is a mod in my Twitch chat, he redeemed me to name it after Marsh, and he liked the name, so I figured why not name it SquidDaBeast's. And this was with the homie King Leo? Nope, Mac. This is Mac. I gave her a shiny Dynamax Squovit. She gave me a Bellum. If she would have gave me a Shundo, I would have cried. Because how fitting she gives me a Shundo when I tried to give her a Shundo Squovit, her favorite Pokemon. One of her favorites. The favorite is Volbeat. Alright. This was Mrs. Mime. Me and Mrs. Mime mirror traded Cupfoos. Yep. Did this on Thursday right before the raid train that she, Jesse, Rachel, Diddlebase, True Inferno, and Lander Alpha hosted. And it was like, okay, it was so many people there. So if you came out to that, GG's to you. Hope you got a shiny Zacian, Zamazenta, or a Cinderace with a background that's good IVs. We'll talk about that later. But yeah. And then I did this with Rachie. I gave her my only shiny Gigantamax Lapras, and she gave me a shiny Gumi. One favorite Pokemon for another. I know I joked around and said, oh, I'm giving you a G-Max, you're chipping me. But it's her favorite Pokemon, so I figured, why not? I know it's my only one, but it is coming back apparently, so I can probably, hopefully get another one or get one from a trade. But I'm happy I gave Rachie her favorite Pokemon and she gave me one of mine, aka Gumi. So I'm happy with that. This was a mirror trade with True Inferno, who, big homie, if you haven't subscribed to him, you're missing out. I'm pretty sure he already talked about this in his video, but we did a shiny Moltres Dynamax mirror. So it is a Dynamax, it is a shiny. He told me to put the move up to level 3, but that was before we knew it reset. He didn't unlock the moves. I unlocked all 3 moves as I usually do, just in case. And yeah, not bad. So, alright, this was another trade. Shiny Dynamax Machamp. Not Gigantamax, I wish. This was with the homie King Leo. We mirror traded shiny Dynamax Machops. I tried to give him a Shundo of his favorite Pokemon. It didn't go too bad. Mine didn't go too bad, but hey, it's still a shiny Dynamax, so I'm not complaining. Right? And shiny Zacian. I believe this was my last trade of the day. 6-6. Nope. This is the first trade of day 1, aka Friday. So, if you want to see that, stay tuned for the next video. But with that being said, day 0 is wrapped up with this shiny Dynamax Machop. Well, Machamp now, but that's what the trade was. It was Machop originally. So, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed day 0 recap. Look forward to day 1 being the recap, and we gotta talk about Zacian and Zamazenta because they did not like me over the weekend. I tell you what, my goodness. That's all you getting for that. So, a little spoiler, Zacian and Zamazenta did not like me at all. So, you're gonna see why I got asked for that in the trade. So, with that being said, keep an open heart, keep open mind, stay fresh, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.